What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the Edifier WH950NB active noise cancelling over-ear headphones. So headphones that go over your ears. These offer up to 55 hours of listening time on one charge. Of course that is with the ANC off, but with the ANC on you get up to 34 hours of listening time. They also support fast charging, so charging this for just 10 minutes will give you another 7 hours of listening time. So you basically forget to charge them because they last so long on one charge. The active noise cancellation on these headphones also has different levels. So we have a high level, we have a low level, we have a wind reduction level, and we also get an ambient mode. With the ambient mode, you basically hear what's happening around you. So the headphones will basically bring all the noise from the outside into the headphones, so you are aware of your surroundings. So a lot of features packed into these headphones. With that being said, let's start by doing a bit of an unboxing just so I can show you how these come packed in the box and what comes with them in the box. Alright, so in the box you're gonna find this super useful carrying pouch for the headphones. If we open this, you're gonna notice that the headphones are nicely protected inside, and I also love the fact that they included this fabric for the center here. This way the actual headphones don't rub against each other if you have this in your backpack or anything like that. So nicely protected, and you're gonna find everything that comes with them easily because everything is gonna be in this carrying pouch here. Alright, so in that carrying pouch you're also gonna find the user manual. However, these are super simple to use. We have an audio cable, so you can use this with an audio cable or over the Bluetooth connection of your device. So these support Bluetooth 5.3 and they also support wireless high-res audio. However, that feature is only available if you're using an Android device. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't allow us to take advantage of that feature, but if you do use an Android device, you can enable that from the app. We'll talk about the app in just a second. Aside from that, we have a USB-A to a USB-C cable, so you'd use that to charge the headphones, and we also have one of these adapters that you'd use in a plane. Taking a quick look at the headphones themselves, well, first of all, even though these are not crazy expensive, they do feel and look quite premium. We are starting with the ear cups here and the material used for the ear cup. So this is basically the portion that goes over your ear. So this is made out of a material that's very soft and it feels and looks like leather. I don't believe it's leather, but it does look and feel like leather. Whenever you have these over your ears, they do cover your ears entirely, and the noise isolation is also really good. So as soon as you put this on, they cut down a lot of the noise around you. So definitely a good thing. At the top here we have the same material, so this is the part that kind of pushes on your head right here. The headphones are comfortable to wear for about 3-4 hours. I've noticed after 3-4 hours my ears do get quite hot, so I do have to take these off. But for 2 to 4 hours I don't see any issues wearing these. They're also not that heavy, so whenever you have them on your head you don't really feel them that much. And I love the fact that this doesn't become uncomfortable at the top here. With other headphones that I've tried in the past, this side at the top here becomes a bit uncomfortable, but that doesn't seem to be the case with these ones. You can also adjust these so you can make them shorter or longer depending on your head's shape. On the outside here we have leather-like material as well, and these have 4 built-in microphones. Next I want to show you a quick example just so you can hear how those microphones capture sound. So basically the sound that the other person would hear if you have a phone call wearing this. So let me play that recording that I've done earlier so you can see how that sounds. So basically how the internal microphones inside these pick up sound. Alright, so this is our quick microphone audio test with the Edifier WH950NB wireless headphones. So I am recording the sound on my iPhone here, but I'm also using the camera to record the video. So I'm gonna sync the sound from the iPhone to the sound from the camera. So I'm basically replacing the microphone that I typically use here with these with the sound from these headphones. So I just wanted to show you how the sound would be captured if you're having a conversation with someone, because this is how the other person on the other end of the conversation would basically hear the sound. So this is how the internal microphones inside these headphones would capture sound. And as you've heard, pretty good sound from those internal microphones inside the headphones. Here we have the 3.5mm audio jacks. So as I mentioned earlier, we have the cable. If you do have an older device, or if you're using a computer or the plane, for example, you can use the audio cable for that. And on the other one, we have the USB-C charging port. That's how you'd charge the headphones. We have a mode button, we have a plus, a minus, and another button in the center there. I also love the fact that you can kind of customize those buttons from the app. And that brings us to the app. Alright, so the app is called Edifier Connect, and you can download the app free of charge from the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS store, depending on what device you're using. If you do install the app, as I said, you can kind of customize those buttons on the headphones. If you go to settings, you do have some options there for control settings. Now, if you're in the settings there and you're using an Android device, you can also enable that wireless LDAC Hi-Res audio. As I said earlier, if you do use an iPhone, that option is not available because, well, Apple is Apple and doesn't want us to get better sound from other headphones. So keep that in mind, that option is only available for Android. Alright, so from the app there you can also change the noise cancellation on these headphones. So as I said earlier, you have a high noise cancellation, you have a low noise cancellation, you can enable the wind reduction, you have the ambient sound. So if you want to hear what's happening around you, you'd enable that ambient sound, of course. And you can also customize the sound. So inside these we have 40mm drivers. As they come out of the box, they do sound really good. I don't really have any problems with the sound in any way. The bass is powerful enough, the highs are pretty decent. But if you want more customizable sound, you'd basically go into the app and you can customize the sound as you want it. For the price, they do sound exceptionally good, I'm gonna say. Now, talking about the noise cancelling. Now, it really depends on the environment, where you are, and so on. First of all, when you have these type of headphones, whenever you put them on, they're gonna cut down a lot of the noise around you just by putting them on. As soon as you turn on the noise cancelling, it's gonna help even more. So if there is traffic, if you're in a plane, you have the AC going or anything like that, you're not gonna hear any of that noise. Now, if you do have some people yelling next to you, you may hear that a bit, but it also works with the sound isolation that happens when you put these on. So just by putting these on, they're gonna cut down a lot of that noise around you. From the app there, you also have access to different sound modes, and that has to do with the latency, basically. Now, if you're listening to music, you're not gonna notice any latency because you're not seeing a screen. But with other headphones that I've tried in the past, when you're watching a movie, for example, on Netflix or on YouTube or something like that, you could see a bit of delay from the time you're actually seeing the image and hearing the sound. Well, from the app there you can actually choose different sound modes. So if you go to the gaming sound mode, basically that will cut down any latency. So there is really no latency from the time you're actually watching something and hearing the sound. So I do prefer using that game mode whenever I watch a video or something like that, because I cannot stand watching a video and having like a delay between the time that I actually hear the sound and when I watch the image. But if you're using that game mode, there is really no delay for that. So a very interesting feature available in the app there. Connectivity wise, I haven't had any issues at all. As I mentioned earlier, these use Bluetooth 5.3 and I can basically leave my phone in this room right here and walk around pretty much anywhere in the apartment here wearing these, and the sound doesn't get disconnected or anything like that. So I haven't had any connectivity issues either. For volume, they do get quite loud. I can't actually listen to the maximum volume. I think it would damage my ears if I would listen to the maximum volume. So they do get quite loud. The bass is there. So I do enjoy wearing these quite a lot. The active noise cancellation definitely helps in a lot of situations, but as I said, the noise isolation from this is already really good. So sometimes when I don't want to hear the noise around me, I don't want to hear my neighbors, basically I just put these on. I don't even play music. I have the noise cancelling on, and you put them on and everything becomes nice and quiet. So they do work really well because they cut down a lot of the sound even before you turn on that active noise cancellation. So I absolutely love these headphones. As always, there will be some links in the video's description so you can check these out. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will try to answer whatever questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.